The modeling and mapping tool is a component of Cincom ObjectStudio that is a visual aspect, allowing you to show and discuss with your team, client, boss, whatever the solution can look like. The modeling and mapping tools allow business owners and software designers to work together to build full applications to support their business. This helps get quicker confirmation that the application is what the application owner is looking for. In our last video about the ObjectStudio modeling and mapping tool, we saw an overview of the mapping tool and how quick and easy it was to map our model to a database. In this third demonstration, we're going to bring the Cincom ObjectStudio modeling and mapping tool results all together into a running application with persistent data. We will show that you can create a simple user interface and map it to our model. After that, we will show you how to link the database, the model, and the user interface all together. So we will start by building out our user interface. We'll open the model that we first created in the modeling tool. We go to the Tools menu and select the Interfaces menu item. On the next user interface, you can select the class and you will see which interfaces are defined for that class. Here, we open the designer. And now we assign a name to the interface. We then open the subject menu item. An interface opens with the attributes of the selected class. If we click on an attribute, we can select a field to add to the interface. When we drag the entry field to the interface, we see that we also create a label for that field. This can be repeated for all the other fields. Now for order line, we have multiple widgets that are available. Here for the unit price, we'll create a number entry field. Now we need to map the unit price widget to our subject. So we select the unit price widget and go to our subject window. We select the method radio button. We choose the unit price method and click the map button. You'll see at the bottom that we map the method with the widget. We now rearrange the user interface, add a grid, edit the labels, and place the widget the way we want the interface to look. Now let's fast forward to the end of this work and you can see how the interface will look when we use it. We save the interface and we go back to our launcher where you will find the user interface in the package it was stored in. We can browse it from here and you see the create item method generated from the ObjectStudio designer. We created a connect method on persistent object, which was the very first thing we created in our first demo. This method will create a database login, assign this login to a session for our descriptor system, and then connect it to the database. The create items is a classic ObjectStudio designer created method. The purpose of this demo was to bring the Cincom ObjectStudio modeling and mapping tool results from the first two demos together to build a running application with persistent data. The article editor here is a great example of that. This is a functional example of what can be done using the modeling and mapping tools. When we execute the code, the data from the article will be filled in the widgets. And you even see that there is one order line for this article. This method will tell the tabular list box which data should be shown in the list and how to get this data. Without these two methods, the list would show all attributes from the class and use the print method to show the raw data. As you can see in the order number method, we can get info from the order for the order number, as this is not included as an attribute on order line. This ends the third video of our introduction to Cincom ObjectStudio's modeling and mapping tools. For a full-length tutorial of what you just saw, click on the description below.